What if I told you that the future King of Britain is quietly changing the rules of the royal family? Not with power, not with speeches, but with something much more unexpected: his choices. In recent weeks, the world has been watching closely as Prince William and Kate Middleton suddenly stepped back from several major royal duties, and almost instantly, speculation exploded across the internet. Social media was flooded with questions, theories, and even wild conspiracies. Some people believed there was trouble behind palace doors, others suggested health concerns, and a few even claimed that this could signal a deeper shift inside the monarchy. But what's really going on here is far more human, and perhaps even more powerful than any rumor. To understand this situation, we need to step back for a moment and look at how the royal family has traditionally operated. For decades, the British monarchy has been built on a foundation of duty above everything else. From a very young age, royal members are trained to prioritize public service, national representation, and tradition over personal comfort. This is the system that shaped generations before William, including King Charles III and even Queen Elizabeth II, who famously dedicated her entire life to the crown. In that world, taking time off, especially during public engagements, was almost unheard of. The monarchy was never meant to pause. It was designed to be constant, unshakable, and always present. But now, something different is happening. Reports have confirmed that William and Kate deliberately reduced their royal schedule during a key period, choosing instead to focus on their children: Prince George, Princess Charlotte, and Prince Louis. At first glance, this might seem like a simple, even ordinary decision. After all, millions of parents around the world prioritize spending time with their kids during school holidays. But within the context of the royal family, this decision carries a much deeper meaning. It represents a subtle but significant shift in values, a move away from rigid tradition and toward a more balanced, modern approach to life. What makes this story even more interesting is the timing. The monarchy is currently in a period of transition. With King Charles now on the throne and William positioned as the future king, every move he makes is being analyzed more closely than ever before. People are not just watching what he does, they are trying to understand what kind of king he will become. And in this moment, by choosing family over duty, William may be sending a message to the world that the monarchy can evolve, that it can adapt, and that it can reflect the values of modern society. Of course, not everyone sees it this way. Critics argue that stepping back from royal duties, even temporarily, could weaken the image of the monarchy. They believe that the strength of the royal institution lies in its consistency and visibility, and that any absence, no matter how justified, risks creating doubt or instability. For them, this decision raises important questions. Is this a sign of a more relaxed monarchy, or is it a potential risk to its long-standing traditions? Can the royal family remain relevant if it starts behaving more like an ordinary family? On the other hand, supporters see this as a brilliant and necessary evolution. They argue that in today's world, people no longer connect with distant, untouchable figures. Instead, they relate to authenticity, emotion, and real-life experiences. By showing that they value their children and their personal lives, William and Kate are making themselves more relatable to the public. They are not just royal figures anymore, they are becoming human beings in the eyes of millions. And in an era dominated by social media and constant visibility, that relatability might be the monarchy's greatest strength. There's also a deeper psychological aspect to this decision. William himself grew up under intense public scrutiny, facing challenges that very few people can truly understand. From a young age, his life was constantly in the spotlight, and he experienced both privilege and pressure in equal measure. Because of this, many experts believe that he is determined to give his own children a more grounded and emotionally stable upbringing. By stepping back from royal duties, even for a short period, he is actively shaping a different kind of childhood for George, Charlotte, and Louis, one that includes not just responsibility, but also normalcy, connection, and family time. And this is where the story becomes truly powerful. Because this isn't just about skipping a few events or taking a break from public appearances. This is about redefining what it means to be royal in the 21st century. It's about challenging a system that has remained largely unchanged for generations and introducing a new perspective. One where personal well-being and family life are not seen as weaknesses, but as essential parts of leadership. As the world continues to watch, one thing is clear: this decision has sparked a conversation that goes far beyond the royal family. It has raised questions about work-life balance, about the pressures of public roles, and about the importance of prioritizing what truly matters. In many ways, William and Kate's choice reflects a broader cultural shift, a movement toward valuing mental health, family connections, and personal fulfillment. At the same time, the curiosity surrounding their absence shows just how fascinated people remain with the royal family. Even in moments of silence, their actions create headlines, discussions, and global attention. This level of interest is both a challenge and an opportunity. It means that every decision carries weight, but it also means that every change has the potential to reshape the narrative. So, what happens next? Will this approach become the new normal for the monarchy, or will it remain a rare exception? Will William continue to balance duty and family in this way, or will the pressures of the crown eventually pull him back into a more traditional role? These are questions that only time can answer. But one thing is certain, the royal family is no longer standing still. It is evolving, adapting, and slowly transforming into something new. And maybe, just maybe, that's exactly what it needs to survive in a rapidly changing world. Because in the end, the strength of any institution lies not in its ability to resist change, but in its ability to embrace it. And right now, through one simple yet powerful decision, Prince William and Kate Middleton may be showing us what the future of the monarchy really looks like.